Thanks a lot for watching this Blendoff video. Make sure to check out some of our other Blendoffs, and you can stay tuned in to what we're doing by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And there's a link right below this video to subscribe.
And please be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And let the Blendoffs begin. Welcome to the wet chopping blend-off between these Blendtec and Vitamix high-end blenders. In this video, we are going over how to wet chop ingredients in these different Vitamix and Blendtec blenders. And then we're going to compare the consistency of each model.
That's right. And one of the greatest things about wet chopping is that you could add fruits or vegetables into the blender and you can make a raw salad in seconds.
To wet chop, you're going to want to add 3 to 4 cups of water into your jar and then add the ingredients you wish to chop. And then you're going to use your pulse key to shred and chop the ingredients into little pieces.
All right, with that said, let's find out which one of these amazing high-powered blenders produces the finest consistency for wet chopping.
One advantage with the Vitamix C Series and G Series blender models are that they allow you to pulse at any speed. The Blendtec Designer blender models also allow you to pulse at any specific speed you want. Furthermore, the Blendtec Designer blender models are a little more responsive to the touch. Vitamix blender models all come with a similar sharp stainless steel blade design with 4 blades. Blendtec blender models come with a 2-blade design which is a bit thicker. We chose to make a raw salad for this competition. Both Vitamix and Blendtec blenders are all-in-one blenders, which can replace your food processor. This competition will test the differences in blade design, chopping abilities, and differences in texture between the Vitamix and Blendtec blenders.
All right, man. Well, that was a lot of fun. We got to see Kelly chop up some cabbage and some carrots in the most high-end blenders on the market. The Vitamix G Series, the Vitamix C Series, the S Series, and the Blendtec Designer and Classic. So, what'd you find out?
I think they all did a pretty great job at doing their job. And as you can see, it's really hard to tell the difference between the textures.
Yeah, I mean, they're very thoroughly done, you know. The only one that left a little chunk behind is the Wild Side jar, the Designer Series Wild Side jar, and it's more or less the jar. This is a narrower jar, so everything kind of has to flow down through the jar a little more precisely. It has a 3-inch blade. This is a little bigger of a jar, it could fit more. The big 4-inch blade kind of circulates, and it seems like a little chunk of carrot just got stuck on the wedge of the corner there. But ultimately, you still have produced the same consistency. It still produced the same consistency and texture that the other jar did. But as far as the differences between the Vitamix and the Blendtec go, what do you think's finer?
It's hard to say. I mean, they're pretty even in terms of their textures.
And then I like the Vitamix. I like this one the best. I think the G Series. I think that
look at that. There's a big leafy area here.
Yeah.
And here's one here too. I think that this would have all ground up a little bit finer. If I would have pulsed it longer, it would have chopped up the carrot.
Yeah, a couple more chops.
It just would need to be pulsed a little bit longer. But the blends seem. This is nice. This one here is really nice.
I like the Vitamix consistency for these because it's a little harder. It's a little more finer, slightly more finer than the Blendtec consistency. This is a little more softer.
And I would say
a little more I don't know if it's, would you describe it as soggy, I guess? It's kind of a little more soggy, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a little soggy, but it's really leafy. It's not really fully chopped up. And I would say with this one here, that everything got really ground together well. You don't see a separation of carrots and a separation of cabbage. It's all pretty much mixed in.
With the low profile jar.
That's right.
Would you say that the G Series, the low profile jar G Series, won this blend off?
I would say it did a pretty good job of that.
Yeah? What do you think's the second best?
I would say probably this one down here, the Blendtec Classic.
What about versus this one? What about the? I'm gonna have to say this one. I think the Vitamix wins this blend off overall because of the blade design. I think because the Vitamix has the sharp blades. Because the Vitamix blender has those sharp blades. That's a big thing between these blender models is the dull blade design versus the sharp blade design. If you're thinking about purchasing one of these blenders, it's like, which one do you want to go with? Do you want the dull blades, which is a 2-blade design, which is really easy to reach in and clean and scoop stuff out of, or you got the 4-blade sharp blade design. Like this jar it's a lot more.
All three of these have that.
They all have the sharp blades. Yeah, and what's nice about the low profile jar versus the standard jar is it's really easy to reach your hand in and get everything out versus this 2-quart jar, right?
That's right.
Which is a little more difficult.
Because it's not as wide.
Yeah.
So you sometimes have to take a spoon or something to lift the ingredients from underneath the blade out.
Yeah, it's a little more difficult compared to this one, which is easy to just get everything out. I think overall the low profile jar G Series blender won this blend off. I think the Vitamix blenders for chopping, they produce a little finer texture.
And I would say in terms of cleaning the blades, just a bottle brush works really well at getting in between the blades and cleaning under those.
Good enough. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that the G Series and the C Series Vitamix, as well as the Designer Series Blendtecs, allow you to pulse at any speed. So you could set your own speed, like when you hit this, you hit the pulse, you could pulse it on a high speed, right? Or you can pulse it on a low speed, as well as the Vitamix. So if you take this and you set the speed, you can pulse it on a really high speed, or you could crank it down and pulse it on a low speed. Same with this one. The C Series allows for that too. You could set your speed and then use that speed to pulse.
That's really nice because it gives you versatility in the range of speed that you can use for your particular blend, which is really helpful.
Yeah, it's a lot more control.
Yeah.
For pulsing especially, or just for making smoothies and juices. And the Classic Series Blendtec and the S Series Vitamixes do not offer that. So for the pulsing. If you're interested in these blenders, make sure to read our full review on the Vitamix and Blendtec. The link is below this video. Also, both Vitamix and Blendtec offer a payment plan option, or you could purchase one of these blenders in a 3, 5, 6, or 12-month payment plan.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, and if you want free shipping on this, check out the dailyvitamin.com. We offer free shipping links as well as bonus rewards. You can read more about the bonus rewards and payment plan at thedailyvitamin.com.
And if you have any questions or comments about this video, please be sure to leave those in the comment box below. And also, please don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And we hope you're having a beautiful week. Bye!
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can read our full review on this blend off at thedailyvitamin.com. We left a link below the video.